Hello, and welcome to another weekly reading. I am here to bring you the forecast for the week, but remember, it is not a personalized reading, it is a general reading. You pick a number between 1 and 4, and that'll give you a slightly more personalized slant on the week. But overall, if you're looking for something more personal, please do get in touch with me, and that will be a possibility. So we have just entered Taurus season. Sun has just shifted into Taurus on Sunday. So we start this week with a new moon, we start this week with a last quarter moon in Aquarius, and we end the week with a new moon in Taurus. So I love stop and smell the roses for Taurus energy, and I happen to have a rose, so that worked out really well. Can you see the rainbow in this crystal? Do you look for rainbows in your own crystals? I love looking for rainbows in my crystals. Okay, and lavender to keep us calm. So we also do have Mercury finally moving out of shadow. I think it's on Saturday. But this new moon is going to be stubborn. So for those of you with strong fixed signs, you will see this all on my forecast. But if you have strong fixed signs, especially in the first 10 degrees of the fixed signs, and the fixed signs are Taurus, Scorpio, Taurus and Scorpio are opposite each other. I should have gone chronologically. So Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. Okay, so let's jump into this reading. Pick a card between 1 and 4, and let's see what your main theme is. And if you picked 4, you've actually got 2 cards because 2 jumped out together there. So that's the overall picture. That is the 8 of Wands underneath there and the 5 of Pens. We've got one Major Arcana card, the Lovers, and lots of Pentacles, 3 Pentacles out of what's turned out to be 5 cards, okay? So we start with the Page of Pentacles, and pages are youthful. It's always new beginnings. They like to herald. They're like town criers. They herald something, some news of something new. And Pentacles is earth. It's practical. It's clearly the theme of the week. It's also the element of Taurus. So we can feel that there is this practicality, and earth is the slowest moving of all the elements. It's kind of, you can build a brick. It's slow and steady. It's not flowing like healthy water would be flowing, or blowing like healthy air would be blowing, or burning like healthy fire would be burning. It is steady and stable and solid. And especially as we have so much earth this week and we've just stepped into Taurus season, I want you to think about that element as you move through your week and how the element of earth is playing out in your day-to-day. I mean, literally, you live on the earth. You build your home on the earth. There's so much, all your practical things that you do, the tangible things that you do. This is earth energy. And get out and enjoy nature, not just, the mod cons of what you've built in your home or whatever. Get out in nature. That would be really helpful, as you see the Page of Pentacles doing here. So it's like a new beginning, and there's this looking towards the future, balancing on one leg, so still a little uncertain of what this new beginning is. So there might be something that you're very aware of that you're starting up, and it's time to kind of really put your best foot forward, find your new rhythm, because it is a new thing, and that usually requires new learning. What's lovely then is the 9 of Pentacles comes into our same reading, and this is very much where you're now harvesting what you've worked on. You're satisfied with hitting your targets, your milestones, your developmental milestones, and you're feeling good about it. You've gone from the student to almost graduation point within the space of one reading. So it could either be that this project that you're working on is got quite a quick trajectory, or you've been working on this new project for a while and it's coming to fruition, or you've got new projects starting off whilst you're still looking at the ones that you are closing off, the things that you have achieved and gained. And so maybe when you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed with the new stuff, going, oh my gosh, I don't know if I know how to do this, then it also would serve you to reflect on the stuff that you have done and that you have known up until this point. So look at me. It felt just as challenging in the beginning of these things as it is in the beginning of these things, right? So it's to remind yourself that all new things take new learning and some consistent effort. But with earth energy, there is that. So there's a lot of new and a lot of old and a lot of working hard and mastering your craft there. Then we have the Lovers card. And the Lovers card is often a nod to exactly that, to relational dynamics. And remember that we had that full moon in Libra. So the last full moon, which was in Libra, was ruled by Venus. And the next new moon at the end of this week, which is in Taurus, is also ruled by Venus. And Venus at the Libra full moon stationed direct, but she's still in her shadow. So we're very much right now held between two lunations. We're literally in the middle of two lunations that are Venus ruled, whilst Venus is coming out of her underworld journey. So evaluating your relationships, not just your romantic partners, or partner, but evaluating relationships in general and seeing if they're working for you. Or are you putting in all the hard work? Is it a new relationship? Is it an old relationship? Is it a new made old? Are you trying to find a new way to be in relationship? So the whole reading could even take a relationship slant if that is the focus that you are in right now. But Lovers can also be choice points. And there's a lot of swirling in this card, a lot of swirling, spiraling kind of energy, a mingling of two energies, actually. So that can also be your inner yin and yang, which I often speak about in this card. But I want to talk about it like I will often say with twos, like the Two of Pentacles or Two of whatever, that those are choice points. The Lovers is two people. It's a Gemini card. It can also be a choice point. And based on the last two cards, I really want you to consider that, because the Eight of Pentacles of Wands is a very fast-moving card, but it's upside down. That can be burnout. And I mean, look at this. Okay, I'm going to show it to you right way up, but we did get it upside down. Look at this kind of feeling of exhaustion, overwhelm, burnt out. I just don't think I can do it. Okay, so it feels to me like we have the potential to take, but when, I must say though, when the Five of Pentacles is upside down, we might be able to break through to break a cycle of poverty consciousness, because this is Pentacles and Pentacles is often financial. So to break some kind of lack mentality, and maybe that is even lack in a relationship. Maybe it's like, I never find healthy relationships, or I don't have the money to do the studies that I want to do, or whatever the case may be. So because this is upside down, the potential to shift whatever it is, the cycle of lack that you keep getting stuck in, and your that's also self-worth. Self-worth comes up in this reading in a few ways. So maybe you're ready to break that cycle, and there's a slowing down, a tuning in. Again, with Venus retrograde, Mercury will get out of his shadow. Sorry, Venus is not retrograde, just to be clear. She's still in her shadow. Mars is still in his shadow. But both Mercury later this week and then Mars quite quickly afterwards are going to move out of their shadows. So we're getting there. We're getting past this deep excavation, the slowing down. However, don't waste that process by not doing it, by not working with the energies and the themes that are showing up, because it's such an opportunity to break a big lack cycle, and the choice is yours. So that's where I really wanted to speak into choice with the Lovers, is it feels like if you picked number 4, you've got the most challenging week to deal with, but the choice is yours. Do you choose to let this spell burnout for you, or do you choose to let this spell, I'm breaking out of a cycle? That is your choice. So I'm going to leave it at that this week. I've just noticed as I started filming that my phone is quite full and I need to delete some videos, so I have to be very mindful that it doesn't cut me off before I finish. So I think that is sufficient. Taurus energy anyway prefers short and sweet. So there we have it. I hope you have a good week, and thank you very much for watching. Likes, shares, follows, subscribes, and comments.